I've been here before, but always hit the floor. I've spent a lifetime running.
While Spectre is not as great of a film as Skyfall Casino Royale was, this film is still very entertaining to me. It has its flaws, but at least it's a lot better than Quantum Solace. Taking place not long after the end of Skyfall, James Bond is now pitted against a global criminal organization, Spectre, and their leader, played by Christopher Waltz. And from there, he tries his very best to stop this organization. And from there, you have pretty much a mixed bag of a movie for me. Well, I enjoy a lot of things about this film, such as the acting, the cinematography, the musical score, and the action sequences, especially the way they're shot. It's just the runtime was a little much. This movie didn't need to be over 2 hours. The screenplay was okay at best, and the pacing was kind of like all over the place, basically. Well, I'm not saying it's a bad movie, it misses its mark. Plus, I look at this film as a love letter to the old James Bond films. It misses in elements from those old movies, and it does its own thing in this film. We always known Daniel Craig, James Bond, to be serious, pretty much a tough guy. But in this, they try to mix both elements, and it's really up to mixed results. The villain, he's okay. It's just, he's basically there and says, we've been watching you a long time. And other than that, he doesn't really do anything for me in this movie. You have Dave Bautista, who plays like a muscle-bound assassin, basically. He's just a brute in this film. And for what he did a good job. Sure, he didn't act at all, but basically it was like the physical muscle that this movie had. And then you have the James Bond girl. Now, she was like older, I guess. I don't know. This film is still a mixed bag for me, and that's all I can really say about it. Honestly, this movie is not all over the place like Quantum Solace was. The story makes sense on some level. This is the first time Spectre actually makes their physical appearance in the Daniel Craig Bond era. But other than that, you can't say that Christopher Waltz villain was the most interesting you've seen. He's not like Sylvia from the last film. And Sylvia did a lot of bad things in that movie. He is a villain that's there just for story's sake. He doesn't do anything particularly interesting. I remember this film, its pace was a little messy. And how this film ended, it just really left me saying that maybe they could have did a better job of this movie. I think this movie's alright by me. A lot of people tend to hate this film, but for me personally, it's not the worst James Bond movie I've ever seen. I'm giving this film a 7 out of 10. Like I said beforehand, there's a lot of things I enjoy about this movie. It's just, you can't compare this film to how awesome Skyfall and Casino Royale were. Those movies, they were great. This one is in the middle of the pack. While the story makes sense on some level, you really have to say that this movie here could have been a lot better. And not only that, it's just, it doesn't really present itself as what a lot of us thought at the time Daniel Craig's final Bond movie. We now know that that's not the case, but for a film now that's in the 4th movie in this franchise here, well, the Daniel Craig Bond era, then it really have to give you something and more at the end of the day. And that's my review of Spectre. Okay, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this film. Do you love it, hate it? You in the middle? Do you consider this a Bond film that could have been a lot better? And also, what's your favorite Bond villain of all time? Personally, though, as mix of a film that is, it's not downright awful. I actually enjoyed recently rewatching this movie because these movies are not horrible like the previous Bond films. What I mean by I'm talking about films such as Die Another Day, the Pierce Brosnan films. No Time to Die original is gonna come out next month, but unfortunately due to this pandemic that the world's going through, then that's been delayed to November. But when that movie does release in November, I think it will be quite enjoyable for a lot of us Bond fans. Alright, this is Slum Guy 172 saying, peace out.
That makes me wanna stay unprepared for this. I never shoot to miss, but I feel like a storm is coming. If I'm gonna make it through the day, then there's no more use in running. This is something I